Hi, this is Michael J. Maher, best-selling author of 7L, The 7 Levels of Communication, also known as Coach Maher at labcoatcoach.com. Now, today I want to talk to you about the upward spiral of life. Now, how many of you remember like Charlie Sheen? Remember Charlie Sheen? How about Britney Spears? Remember Britney Spears? Well, you know, a few years ago, we got to see both of them go down a very wicked downward spiral. They spiraled into trouble and drugs, and what was very interesting is at the time, both of them were #1 at the time they went on their downward spiral of life. What happened is 2.5 Men was #1 for Charlie Sheen, and Britney Spears had the #1 album in music. Well, what happened when they went to #1 is that I believe that they truly felt they had arrived, and they stopped learning. And that leads us, if there is a downward spiral of life, there must be an upward spiral of life. And I want you to imagine a spiral staircase to heaven. And that's right, stairway to heaven. Now, on the upward spiral staircase to heaven, the upward spiral of life, the first is a letter L. The first step has a letter L on it, and it is for learn. That's right. To get off the downward spiral of life and get on to the upward spiral of life, the first step you need to take is to learn. Learn. And L is the first letter of life. So the second step has an I on it. And the I is for implement. Listen, learning without implementation is just entertainment. And you don't want just entertainment. You want to continue going to the next level. You have to implement what you just learned. Learn, implement, and then take step 3. As we all know, step 3 has an F on it. The F is for fail. That's right, failing is just part of life. Whatever you've learned and then implemented, you're not going to do it perfectly. You're not going to do it at 100%. Guess what? You're going to fail to some degree. Embrace the fail. It's okay. It means you actually took the step. You did something. Now, you need to take the next step on the upward spiral of life, and it, of course, has an E on it. And the E is evaluate. You need to evaluate what you just learned, implemented, and failed. You need to stop and reflect. Does it align with my values? Does it feel good? Does it feel right in my heart of hearts? Does it help me achieve my goals? Does it help me grow as a human being? If it does, then you need to take the next step on the upward spiral of life. And the next step has an L on it, once again, for learn. But I want you to notice something. You are not learning at the same level as the first step. On the 5th step, learn, you are learning at a higher level. And guess what? When you take the next step to implement, you are implementing at a higher level, and that's right. You take the F step, the next step is fail, but you are failing at a higher level. Then you can evaluate at a higher level, and so on and so forth. Learn, implement, fail, evaluate. And in my study of top producers around the world, what I have discovered is they're not only on the upward spiral staircase, on the upward spiral of life, but they run up this staircase. They learn, implement, fail, evaluate very, very quickly. Everybody is failing. They're just failing at a higher level. And that's what we need to seek on this upward spiral of life. Learn, implement, fail, evaluate. If you want to learn more about how you can get onto this and also take your referral business to heights that you've never seen before, go to callwithcoach.com. That's callwithcoach.com. It's a free 30-minute strategic coaching session on your repeat and referral business. Let's master our database. Let's master relationships. Let's take our relationships to the point of referrals. Go to callwithcoach.com now.